Everyone put ISM, welcome to the At the Bench update. So it's been a little over a week since our last update. A little bit distracted over the past week, but still got plenty of modelling done. I just didn't get to the stage where I wanted to do another bench update to show what I've done, but I have now, so here we go. So I started a new car kit, you'll just see in a minute. I started the Castro Tamiya R32 Skyline. Very happy how that's gone, you'll see that in a minute. Carried on work with my YZR 500 Hasegawa 12 scale bike kit, and I've made really good progress on the Dottie May, which I showed you in the last bench update. That's a 32nd scale P47. Really happy how that's going. Working on all three through the week. It's kept me busy, that's for sure. And like I said, we'll go overhead and have a little look in a minute. Last time I said I was going to put a post up on ISM about the F1 builds, get all your pictures on, and we'll show them. I completely forgot, totally distracted, and I will do it today. So if you look on Facebook, you'll see the post by me, and just put one pic of your build in there, and we'll show them next time. Don't think a massive amount of people finished, so it'll just be probably half a dozen builds, if that, I think. Sadly didn't take part myself, did want to, changed my mind halfway through, just one of those things, unfortunately. But yeah, good to see some people taking part. There is a helicopter build on the go at the minute. Norman, Dennison, and a few of the other guys, Sam and Al, if you know the Hangout guys, they're all taking part in a Sea King build. So I think Norman's going to put a post up. It starts today, funnily enough. Today's the start day. So I think Norman might put a post up on ISM. If you want to join in, it's a buddy build. There's nothing to it. It's a new kit. Post updates on the Facebook page of the forum and join in with the buddy build. I don't think there's any set time scale just yet. I think they're keeping it pretty open. If you want to take part in that, I'll get Norman to post something about it later on. Myself, buddy builds, not really got any thoughts at the minute. Sam's busy working around his helicopter. We're thinking about our next car build. I'm busy with the Dottie May and these other two projects as well. I've got the bike to the point where I'm happy with it, which you'll see in a minute. And yeah, I can really progress on with it. So looking forward to getting that bike done. Really enjoy the bikes, just get really stressed at the decals. Just because I've had so much trouble on them. I love decaling, absolutely love it. For some reason, those bikes stress the hell out of me. Don't know why, but they do. Also got my very, very last duplicate bike. As you can see behind, you see a lot of duplicates in the stash there. After the trouble with some of those decals, I made sure that I either had a spare set of decals, either aftermarket or original kit manufacturer's spare set, or I had two of each kit. And the last one I was after was the Astoral YZR-M1 Rossi's Astoral Fiat bike. Looking for all these. There's one on eBay for 150 quid, which is stupid. And I got this from a little shop. Somebody put me on to Ian. Thank you, Ian, very much, buddy. Sorted it out for me, and I got that for £45 delivered. That is cheap for that kit. It's all mint, all brand new, and I'm very happy with that. So that is literally now, I've got duplicates of everything, or decals, or aftermarket decals, loads. So I'm set for the bikes, and I'm very happy about that. It's cost me quite a bit of money to do, but they are there, and I'm happy with how that's gone. So that's great. Other news, nothing really. As you saw the other week, we've got the new Mega Starter set of Sanders in at UMP, so head on over there and have a look at that. We've got a new Tamiya restock in, so we've got some 32nd scale aircraft in. I picked this up, which I will show you very quickly. I didn't actually plan on showing this, but I will. Ta-da! 32nd scale P51 Mustang from Tamiya. Honestly, can't remember if I showed it last time. I don't think I did. I forget. I might have. If I did, I apologise. There it is again. So yeah, happy to get that in the stash again. Very good kit. That really nice kit. So we did have one of those in stock. That's gone, unfortunately. There's still two Corsairs in stock, and I'm sure we'll get more in. If they sell well, we'll stock more of them and get them in as we go. And that's it, really. So yeah, no buddy build off myself. Haven't even got a thought of what I'd like to do. It's Sam's turn to pick the next car build. I've no idea what he's going to pick. So I don't know, but I will get my thinking cap on. I have a little think of something we can do. Think of a theme or something we haven't done yet, which is quite a lot of them. Yes, I don't know. GT3 maybe? Might be a thought. It's Porsches, Mercedes. Yeah, GT class cars. That might be a good one. What do you think? Let me know if you're watching. You're interested in taking part. GT3s. So that would include SLS Mercedes, Mercedes AMG GT3s, 911 GT3s. Does it include Skylines? Don't know. We could, I suppose. I shall have a chat with Sam. Maybe GTRs. GTRs, GT3s. A GT race. I'll think about it. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. I'll pop up on Facebook as well. And maybe we can do that at a later date. Might be a good idea. I don't think we've done that. We've done Le Mans. Touring car. Oh, you know what? I've forgotten now. We've done that many bodybuilds. I forget what we've done. But I'll have a chat with Sam and I'll finalise it for next time or this week. We'll see. There we go. Anyway, I went off on a bit of a tangent there. I do apologise. One thing we're going to sort out this week is this display case. It's over there. It's not over there. That thing's getting full. It really is. It's immensely full. I don't want to get rid of any of the cars. I've got loads to go in. I've got a 32nd scale P47s. Hopefully going to go in there. I do have a little display case over there. I could probably take about 7 or 8 of the cars, so that'll get rid of a few, but it's full. It really is full. The top shelf's got a few works in progress in it. The Caterham, which I'll get back to when I'm ready. And a few bits and bobs, but I've got to sort it out. It needs dusting as well, and it's the worst thing in the world to dust. I've got to get all the kits out. Oh, it's a nightmare to do. So it's a job I'm not relishing doing, but it needs doing because I'm literally running out of space to put these build kits. It's a real first world problem, but it's becoming a bit of a real problem. So yes, we shall see. 1st of May today as well. So Mark 1 Escort on the calendar. Look at that. And up there as well, same calendar. I've got a little one up there. Beautiful cars. If you watched Car SOS the other day, I'm going off on a right tangent here. If you watched Car SOS the other day, the Mark 1 Escort on there is absolutely beautiful as well. Right, anyway, before I start waffling even more, let's go overhead, let's have a look at what I've been working on, and then we'll come back, I'll waffle a bit more, and we'll end the show. Right then, so where are we at? Right, I've got quite a bit to get through, so bear with me, and I'm in a waffling mood, so hold on to your seats. So this is where we're at with the Dottie May. All the cockpit's done, as you can see, and there. I didn't go mad with it. It's very lightly weathered, oil weathered, some light chipping. We've got some of the paper belts from U&P in there, which actually look pretty decent, I think. You get 2 sets of belts for £8, so they're good value. We've got all the photo etch in there. Like I say, some light weather in here and there. Nothing really to write home about, but I just wanted to get this built. So, fuselage all together. It's gone together pretty well. We glued it all together, clamped it, let it set. This was done about 4 days ago. So I want to make sure this is all completely dry so we're not chasing seams all over the shop. And to be honest, I put it down for a little bit of a break and to work on the other stuff. So that's the fuselage. We've got the wings together too, which actually the fit isn't all that bad. They're going to need a little bit of holding to make sure those wing roots are tight, but once they're pushed in, as you can see, they are pretty nice. At the back, a little low, so it'll just need clamping up. But overall, the fit of those is pretty good. Once we get it where we want it, and underneath, it's pretty nice. It's not too bad at all. So they're all together. We've still got the flaps to put on and get those sorted. But on the whole, that's going together well. Elevators, horizontal stabilizers, they're in. They're ready to rock and roll as well. So really coming along well. Not bad at all. All fits in well. It's a good size, as you can see. It's an all-fitting camera, so it's definitely going to be interesting. So that's the Dottie May. The other thing I bought for it as well, and I know Nigel's modelling bench has gone through these kind of things before, but I wanted to get the positive rivets from HGW. The rivet set alone was £40, and for £54 I got this set as well. We'll look at those in a minute. So for £54 you get the full rivet set, you get a full wet transfer set as well. So there are all the stencils in there, and these leave no carrier film behind. A little bit more tricky. If you want to see them apply, go over to Nigel's page and have a look. Is it Nigel's modelling bench? I think it is. He changed his name, but go over there and have a look, and he shows these in use. So they're about £10 on their own. The mask set, which I won't need because I've got the Edward one, but it's always there. I didn't pay any extra for it anyway. We also got, let's have a look, we've got the positive rivets, which are there, and there should be a belt set somewhere. There we go, and the belt set as well. Decided against using these on this, but we'll use them in probably the P51 or something at a later date. So not a bad little set. So the wet transfers, mask set, and the belts for £13. There's also a placard set in there as well for the cockpit. So good little bit of value to get extra for that money. There's all the instructions for it, and these are the positive rivets. So I very gently take the top cover off. So what these essentially are is decals. Hopefully you can see it and it won't white out. So there you go, these are all details, and you see the rivet there. You cut them out, put it on kind of like a normal decal. Again, go to Nigel's page, he shows you these in. Does he show using them? I think he does. If not, HCW's got a guide out there on using it. If you Google it, you'll find it on YouTube. Basically, you cut them out, put it on with some Microset or Mr. Hobby decal solutions they recommend. You just want the setting solution, pop it on, get all the water out, leave it for 8 hours, come back, take the paper off, and it leaves back all these raised rivets actually on the surface. You can feel it raised, and it's good. It's easier doing it by hand, I think. And there's about four sheets in there, 3 sheets, so it's going to keep me busy, and it's definitely going to be a challenge, but I want it to look as good as I can. So that was the plan. So I thought for the extra money it was worth getting the extra little bits and bobs. We'll put those to one side. Really good. Not a bad set at all. There's instructions for the belts. But I used the paper ones from UMP, which are really good. Don't discount them. I also got the Master 50 cal barrels as well, which are very, very nice. For it, these need placing in temporarily whilst to get the gun pull put on the front of the wing before we fix all that. So that's a job to do at a later date. Right, so that's the Dottie May. That's where we're at that. So very happy with the progress on that. We've also been working on this bad boy. So this is the Tamiya Castro Arthur 2. So this was primed in UMP white primer, base coated in Tamiya TS26, then a little bit of leveling thinner, and sprayed through the apex at about 20 psi. Bit of work needed on this. We had to cut out for the intakes at the front. We had to cut out for the fuel tanks on the back. Stick on the little spat on the side. Bit of clean up on the body required to an older kit. It did come with a clear bonnet or hood if you're American. But I didn't want to use it. I didn't want to have the opening bonnet. It was a nice tight fit, so I just glued it in place. Engine does still go in. I won't super detail the engine. I would just paint it up, and that's it. Once that was done, SK decals went on absolutely fantastic. No bother there at all. It looks absolutely superb. And we give it a bit of a panel line wash to the panels as well, which you'll see more so on the back. But really glad how this is going. It's a beautiful looking car. I had the correct rims luckily, and these were left in the standard chrome. I used my Alpha circle cutter to make masks for them, and we sprayed the centres in Tamiya TS15, and they've come out really well as well. So that's where we're at with that. Next step probably today is to work on the running gear. Oh sorry, I've got the chassis. Yeah, chassis, roll cage, etc. is all over there. That was painted white as well. Not much to show, so I won't bother getting it. But yeah, that's all ready as well. So I'm going to work on the running gear, get that all primed and ready for paint. And yeah, great guns on that. That's getting 2K'd in the morning, so that'll be clear coated, and hopefully have that finished by the end of the weekend. We've also been working on the YZR 500, the Tamiya kit. This is going to probably white out and still not show that beautiful colour properly. But this is the colour. It's not going to show it, I can see on my monitor. But this is TS26 white, UMP primer, white primer, TS26, and then masked off and sprayed in Tamiya TS36. So the wheels, TS36, all the red is. We've got the extra mold red decals from Hobby Design there that don't come with the kit. Same on the tank and on the front fairing. Got little Marlboro markings too. The kit decals went down really well. Cartograph decals conform nicely with the UMP decal solutions. No dramas there at all, and looking really good. On the whole, my masking went really well. A little bit of bleed through there, which actually managed to get rid of most of it with some wet and dry. Even my little round at top there is pretty decent. Quite happy with that. Made a couple of mistakes. Absolutely kick myself for doing this. Number one, this should have been Eddie Lawson's bike. Getting pestered by Messenger distracted me, and the number 3 decal was half on. I turned around, answered the message, turned back, and the decal just imploded on itself and like curled up and wasn't saving. So this is now DDA. Oh my god, I forget his name now. Anyway, it's DDA's bike now, number 12, which isn't the end of the world, but I would have liked to have done Eddie Lawson's bike. But it doesn't really matter. And to be honest, the 12 fits quite nicely on the back. So that's those. Marble decals and the tank went down great. Now, another bloody mistake I did. Again, looking at online references, the kit references, these look straight. And then this was on an angle, and then I look proper at the bike, and they're not. These are slightly on an angle, and this is more. It's a little bit of a mistake there. Not the end of the world, but a little bit of a pain in the backside, that's for sure. But on the whole, it's gone down really well. Very happy with it. So we're going to let them dry for a few days. We'll give them a good wipe down with some wet kitchen towel. I'm going to take this red back a little bit. I've got a couple of fingerprints there. It's where I've been holding it with decal solutions. It will put imprints in TS spray. So there's a little bit of a fingerprint there, which will flat back and it'll be just fine. The Tamiya TS spray, while it's great, it does stay softer for a bit longer than the likes of Splash and Zero. So just bear that in mind if you're using them. Normally allow them to dry for a couple more days, but I just got in the mood of doing this. I've mastered it, and I thought, you know what, I really want to get this decaled. So that's where that's at. Next step on this is all the engine bay is all primed with the swing arm and the frame ready for painting. And what I actually did the other day, I think I mentioned this on the live show, I've got all the Tamiya TS sprays and I decanted them all for testing. So I've got to admit, some of them look identical, so it's quite hard to tell the difference. That's TS30, we've got TS76, we've got TS84, 75, 87, 17, that's a nice colour, 42, 38, nice gunmetal colour, 88, 100, 21, that gold, absolutely stunning. I love that Tamiya gold. 83, and a new one, which I'm probably going to use on the Dottie May, is AS12. This is the aircraft colours. John Bellows, my buddy John, put me onto this. So I sprayed one rattle can, one airbrushed and thinned, and I think the airbrush one's come out slightly better. It looks a bit gritty on the rattle can, but that's the colour we're probably going to do the Dottie May. So useful reference to have. Now, when you look at them, there's not a lot of difference in some of them. Some of them look pretty alike, but there is a faint difference, especially in the gold champagne colours. Most are over UMP black primer. Some are over a gloss primer. Sorry, UMP primer and then TS14. I think that is one. No, it's not. It'd be that. There you go. Yes, that's TS84 over TS14. So that gives a nice goldy colour. And then I'm going to guess... No, I'm not. Oh my god, it's here somewhere. There's another one that's on gloss somewhere as well. There it is. And that's TS83. Another nice colour as well. But very little difference in some of these, but there is a subtle difference. It's a good reference to have. As you know, if you know me, I like my spoons. I have plenty sprayed up in a multitude of colours. They're a good reference to go back to. Easy to keep and store. So these are all the Tamiya metallic colours out there, rattle can range. What I plan to do is go through all the extremes, alkalids, supermarket metallics, and I've got instant references there to look at. Because if you know me, I'm quite fussy on my colours. I don't like to have two metallic colours right next to each other on like an engine or a component of the exact same colour. Even if it is the same colour, I'll paint it in a slightly different colour just to get that tonal variation. If you look at things under different lights, the colours change and so on and so forth. So even though it is the same colour, it can look slightly different. And this is an ideal reference. They stack together. You can buy a quality pack of spoons on Amazon for about £4. You get like 100 of them and they're great. Just wipe them over with airbrush cleaner beforehand because they do have residue on them. It does react with some primers, and like I say, they stack up. You can get a good bundle of these together and they don't take up a lot of room. Bit of elastic band, job done. You've got instant references there. Oh, just make a note of what you've done on them, obviously. And these are all decanted, ready for use. So really easy to do. So that's next, the swing arm and the frame. Not sure the colours yet. I have no books on this bike, so I'm going to use some online references to have a look and pick my colours. And that's it. There we go. That's where we're at. Right, so there you go. As you can see, I've been busy. I really have been busy. Lots of work done on the Skyline. Beautiful looking car, and I absolutely love that Castrol scheme. Anything, we were talking about this the other day, anything Castrol, oil related, tobacco, alcohol, anything like that, they're just iconic schemes. I've always loved that Castrol scheme. I've got a few of them in the stash. Marlboro, Rothmans, Martini, anything like that. I just love them. Absolutely love them. They're just such iconic schemes, and it's a real shame that they've been lost. I mean, Castrol, I assume they still sponsor, haven't they? I can't even think of anything modern day sponsored by Castrol. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. Is Cal Crutchlow Castrol sponsored? I think he is, isn't he? Maybe. So I'm going to write waffle today. I'm in here earlier than normal. It's 9:30. I've been up since 7 a.m., which is quite early for me. So my brain's a bit like, so do ignore me. I'll calm down a bit. But yeah, Castro, absolutely love it, and it looks great. So very happy with that. Dottie May, fantastic, and that bike's looking great. It's going to look really good. Very happy with that colour choice. I want to get that clear coated. It's going to look great. So really happy with that. Like I say, I'm going to think about that buddy build. Have a chat with Sam. Have a chat with a few of the other guys. See if anyone's interested. I'll put it on Facebook. We'll gauge the interest, and I'll let you all know what we're going to do. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, if you've got any comments, questions, whatever, pop them in the chat down below in the comment section. I reply to every comment. Might take me a while to get to them. Sometimes I leave it and answer all of a block. But I do try to answer everyone. As always, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. And yeah, if you're not subbed to the channel, sub to us, hit the little notifications bell, and come watch our Friday night live show as well. As always, check out Scale Model Facebook page and forum. Check out umpretail.com. Check out Models for Heroes. Check out my Paul ISM page. Come join our modelling hangout group. It's called Off Air Hangouts group now. It's a different group. I'm going to put a new link in the description down below today. I was getting hit with loads of spammers, so I started a new group to get rid of them. And check out the Live at the Bench page for the Friday night live show. And come see us on Friday night, 7:30 UK, 8:30 Europe on 30th Century US. Come and see us. Join us live. And bring your coconuts. And let's see you there. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.